Breckenridge is an old mining community here in Colorado, and then throughout the years it's gone from mining to fur trade to now we talk about white gold, which is snow and people coming up to ski, and then green gold coming up. People come up to go hiking in the summer, and a wonderful, beautiful mountain community here in Colorado. Christ Lutheran Church is a congregation that was founded in the early 90s. In about 2010, they started Open Arms Childcare and Preschool, which serves kids from the ages of 18 months to 4 years. And it's a great outreach to our community that has so many working families, working parents. One of the things here at Breckenridge that's a challenge is the high cost of living and the expensive housing market. So for a church like Christ Lutheran to call a pastor and for a pastor to live here on a typical pastor's salary was virtually impossible.
An average home here in Summit County is north of $850,000. So it was a big commitment.
A few years ago, Christ Lutheran Church found themselves without a pastor, and so they were struggling as a congregation trying to find ways to support a pastor and his family living here in this community. During that vacancy, I had the opportunity to serve here at Christ Lutheran and to help preach and lead worship. At that time, my call was to serve as missionary at large for our circuit. We started partnering with LCEF, not just to get a parsonage, that was part of it, but to help us discover more fully what Jesus' plan for ministry and for mission here in this congregation and in this community.
A couple years ago, I started working with Christ Lutheran Church as they engaged with LCEF in our ministry clarity processes. Ministry clarity helps a congregation spend time with Jesus to discern His will for their future. Through our ministry clarity process, we laid out a ministry and financial plan that showed the future that Jesus had for Christ Breckenridge. In that financial plan, it made clear that in order to purchase a parsonage, Christ Lutheran needed to engage in a capital campaign and take a loan from LCEF.
We worked with LCEF to obtain our loan, which is so smooth. And everything came together, and we closed during the third week of COVID-19 with the secretary, Chris, and myself wearing masks to sign all the paperwork. But it was just a great blessing.
Last year, they called me to be their pastor, and my family and I moved into the new parsonage this spring.
Welcome to the parsonage that is now our family home, and we're really excited to be here in Summit County. It's essential for us to do that in order for us to just be on mission to this community and to further the mission of Christ Lutheran Church.
Our partnership with Christ Lutheran Church continues as Summit Mission Alliance comes on board and expands, as this congregation moves into its next phases of its ministry plan, and as we use the resources that God has given to us here in Summit County and beyond to bring the gospel to people who so desperately need it.